Hey guys, welcome back to my otaku nonsense, and in this video I'm going to showcase everything that I've bought from August to November. I'm not gonna get anything this month because I'm pretty tired out in funds and I gotta save up for next semester in university. But anyway, let's go ahead and start. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the ones that I got recently in Black Friday at the store Second and Charles, and they were doing a buy two get third free manga offer. So I'm gonna go ahead and showcase what I got in that. First is the first volume of 20th Century Boys, and if I haven't expressed my love for this series before, I'm gonna go ahead and say it again. This is gonna be one of my favorite series of all time. I have volume 7 over there. It's been kind of lonely for a couple years, and I finally got my hands on another volume. 2 for 3, I had to go ahead and grab the Fantastic series. Naoki Urasawa is the author. You should check it out. Next is Love You, Volume 1 by Ken Akamatsu, creator of Love Hina and Mao-chan, and Negima and Yuki Holder. I haven't been able to read this because, I want to read these physically, and I finally got my hands on the first volume. I think I have like either 4 or 5, I think, over there on my shelf, and finally be able to start this. Next is Bakuman Volume 16. Also haven't gotten one of these in quite a long time, couple years. I only have the first 2 volumes, and now I have another one. If you didn't know, this is from the creator of Death Note, but it takes a drastic change from its previous series in that this is just about an aspiring manga author in middle school. He wants to succeed, and he also wants to marry this girl. It's pretty comical and also inspirational at the same time. Check it out. Next is Obligatory Bleach. If you know my channel, you know I'm gonna keep getting these. This is volume 6. This would make me having the first 11 volumes of this. And then a whole bunch dispersed out into number 30. But yeah, I have the first 11 now. In my previous pickup video in June, July, I've expressed my feelings about it, because in August I finished the whole series. And I don't know. I just thought the ending was kind of lackluster, but other than that, it's actually a great series. Next is Fairy Tail Volume 5. This would make me having the first 5. Still have huge gaps in between though. But yeah, now I have the first volume, and some of the old memories that I cherish of this. I'm glad that I got this volume. Next, Love Hina, Volume 4. Yeah, not really much to say about this because I've watched the anime, but I haven't actually read the manga yet. I want to wait until I buy them all. Next is Obligatory Naruto, 7 and 8. These are pretty much when the second examination and first exams. Yeah, this is when the second exam is going on in the Shunin exams. It's the introduction of Orochimaru, Gaara, pretty much one of the best characters in the whole series. Some of the best characters in the whole series, but it's kind of where Sasuke's character kind of starts falling off the map. You guys agree. Next, and by the way, this is all that I've showed you is for the buy two get third free at Second and Charles. Next, I have volume 5, 7, and 9 of Negima, Negimaji. From the creator of Love Hina and all that. Still haven't read it. If I had volume 8, I would have the first 9. But not really much to say about it because I've never actually read it. Well, I've read a bit, but not really. Next, we have Rosario to Vampire Season 2, Volume 2. This is the second series, I would say. More like, think of this as like Shippuden or Z, as it continues the story, but they consider it a new separate series, like a continuation pretty much. Love Rosario to Vampire. I know I promised a really long time ago that I would review Rosario Vampire, and I still haven't, and for that one person that asked for it, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna cover it soon. I will. I love Rosario Vampire. Next is one of the best series of all time. Managed to get all of these. I even got one of them. One of the ones on here are the ones that I got for free. Got Rurouni Kenshin, Volume 3, 20, 23, 26. I think this would put me up at 11 or 12 volumes collected so far out of 28. As I've just said, it's one of my favorite series of all time. It's one of the best. I'm so glad to have more. Although Volume 3 seems to be a bit fading, as you can see here, compared to this one. But I can deal with that, since it is Kenshin. Then we have, lastly, for manga-wise, Samurai Girl Real Bout High School, which is based off of a really old light novel from before 2000, and it lasted quite a bit, I think until 2010, but the manga only had a measly 6 volumes. Tokyo Pop, as incompetent as they are, actually adapted at least the whole 6 volumes, so I'm going to be looking forward to getting more of those. Volume 2, forgot to say Volume 2. Okay, then we have the last bit that I got from the offer at the store. We have PhD Fantasy Degree, which is not a manga, it is a manhwa, which is Korean comic. I've showed it before with Ragnarok. This is volume 7. This is actually in an indefinite hiatus, even though the author says that it's still ongoing. The last volume that was published was number 10, and that was like way back in 2005, I think. So this is probably never going to continue. And plus, since Tokyo Pop kind of ruins all of their licenses, I don't expect them to pick this up if it does continue. But it's good to know that I can at least get all of them. Then, as I've just mentioned before, here is Ragnarok. This is pretty much where I got most of the free ones in the offer. Let me organize these a bit better. Give me a sec. There we go. We have volume 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now I am only missing volume 4, and I would have this complete. Well, I would have the hiatus releases on complete, because this is another hiatus series. If you know the online game Ragnarok Online, this is what it's based off of. This is the original. The author abandoned it to work on the artwork of the game. Don't know what he's doing right now though. But yeah, there's that. And now I'm going to move on to things I got at Second Charles at a different time. Like what I got at different times of the month. NISEKOI Volume 3. I love NISEKOI. I'll put a card up at the top corner if you want to watch my review of this, because I have reviewed this. I haven't got NISEKOI in a little bit, but I will continue to get it because I absolutely love it. Next we have Claylord Master of Golems Volume 3. This is a kind of short. This is pretty short. There's only 3 volumes, and I have number 3. The store has the other 2, but I don't really have the cash for it right now, so I won't be able to get the rest for a while. I actually mistook this for something called Golem Hearts. If you guys have heard if you haven't heard of Golem Hearts, go look it up. It was only released with 2 volumes in Japan, and that was like last year, and they still haven't done any serialization, so you might have to read it online. You might have to deal with that, but I highly recommend it because that's awesome. But I mistook it for this, but I don't regret it. Still seems pretty cool. Then we have this, which volume 2 of Kieli, which is based off of a light novel. This would make this series complete. Volume 2. I have the first volume in the shelf. This is based off of a long light novel, and the manga only adapted 2 volumes worth. So that's kind of weird, but still. There we have that. And now I will move on to the things that I've gotten online, like pre-orders and such. And first I'll start with Rave Master, which I got off of discoverbooks.com. I wouldn't recommend shopping there, as they kind of suck when it comes to giving quality stuff. They always either have good or acceptable, and good isn't even that good. I'll make a future video of what I mean by that. A difference between good and very good. But from there, I took a risk. I wanted more Rave Master. I only have like 4 volumes of it. This is the 4th volume. And on the website, I saw that they had this for only $4, and it was like new. And I had a coupon, I think like 20% off. So I went ahead and just put this like around $3 like new, and it really did surprisingly come like new. The pages are all white. Only a little bit of a crease there, but that's expected from them. It really does look like new, and I'm actually very satisfied with this. Almost beats the 20th Century Boys as a pickup, but can't beat that. Next, I pre-ordered the 4th volume of Twilight Princess. I've read through it, and of course, just like the other 3 volumes, it's amazing. You guys have got to read this if you haven't, and if you haven't played the game that this is based off of, you have to, because it's also equally amazing. And I can't wait for the 5th volume, because, like I said, it's amazing. That's all I gotta say. Next, I also pre-ordered the 1st volume of EDENSZERO. If you see it on my channel, I have reviewed the 1st and 2nd chapter of this, so you can see kind of like my preview of what I thought about the beginning of this, but I am going to at some point review the whole volume, give you a full thought of my thing. I'm not that impressed so far as it comes to Hiro Mashima, but it's still a great looking cover, and it's still interesting enough for me to want to collect, because even though I kind of hate the series of Fairy Tail, and I still kind of love it at the same time. You can see my Fairy Tail review, of course, so you can see more about that. But and then the last thing I ordered, and this is on Amazon. The other two, these two are also on Amazon. But last thing that I ordered on Amazon is the light novel, No Game No Life, Volume 3. And I have the 1st volume of No Game No Life. Bought this for like around $8 discounted, but hey, at least with this and this, I am supporting the industry. Go me, you should support the industry too. Always support the industry. But anyway, this is a great series. I watched the anime. It's a 12-episode anime. I'm still waiting for season 2 since like 2015. Seriously, where is it? But I've read the 1st volume of the light novel, and it's fantastic, and it has great art, which I don't think I can show. Ooh, yeah, I don't think I can show that. Kind of explicit, kind of. Not really, but... And now, last but not least, I've covered mangas, manhwas, light novels, but then the best of the best of the best, it's gotta be my birthday present. The Complete Art of Full Metal Alchemist by Hiromu Arakawa. This, I got it as a gift. My birthday was on Black Friday, and it kind of is the reason why I got so much books. But my mom got me this for my birthday from Amazon. It's like half off. And I really, really appreciate it. This has got to be one of the best thing. This is the best thing I own on my shelf right now. It showcases all art and sketches that Arakawa Sensei has published for like volume covers, novel, pencil sketches that she's done here and there. Magazine covers, it covers it all. It's just fantastic to look through this, and gives me a lot of nostalgia for the series, and reminds me why I love the series so much, why it's my favorite manga of all time. Equally as great as the Drifting Classroom. If you've never heard of that, it's just as amazing as Full Metal. But yeah, this has got to be the best thing that I could have ever gotten. Thank you, Viz Media, for making this available in this country, and thank you, Arakawa Sensei, for making this, and thank you, Mom, for getting me this. I'm really happy with this. And with that, that's everything that I've acquired August to November this year, and that's all I'm going to pretty much be getting. Go ahead and tell me what you thought, tell me what you got, if you've gotten anything these past couple months. Tell me any recommendations for me to pick up next year. I'm also going to be trying to do some manga anime reviews, because I'm finally next week on my finals, and once I get through with those, I'll have plenty of time to finally do some more video content. So anyway, if you liked what I showed, this nonsense, if you liked all this nonsense, and if you stayed until the end, I really appreciate it. And I would appreciate even more if you subscribe so you can stay tuned to more of my stuff. And also the Twitter link below if you want to follow me, because that's some even more nonsense there. And that's all I gotta show you guys. Until next video, see ya.